who's in the room. Senator Scott, you are next.
Thank you, Senator Hassan. First, thank you for being here again, and thank you for testifying. So I come from Florida. Florida is a state that we have a lot of people that have come to Florida that were born in another country, so we like immigration, but we expect it to be legal. As you talk to people around my state, they don't believe at all that the border is secure. As you talk to our law enforcement, our police chiefs and our sheriffs, they've seen an unbelievable uptick in illegal drugs come across the southern border, and so they're frustrated. So last year in March, you told ABC's Martha Raddatz, the border, quote, "The border is closed, the border is secure." I can just tell you in Florida, that's not something people believe at all. Months later, on September 21, even after we'd seen a wave after wave of illegal immigration at our southern border, you told Senator Johnson in this committee you believe that our borders are closed. He asked you if you believed our borders are closed. You responded, "Senator, I do." So in a hearing in May of last year, you made a commitment to me when we talked before your vote on the Senate floor that you would enforce the law, and I have no belief that that's what you're doing. Because I just don't, you look at these, you look at the, I guess we don't have the chart up here on the numbers, it's just staggering. I don't think there's any question the border is not secure, and I don't believe you're enforcing the laws. So I'll just give you an example, something that I don't know how this just devastates you. A family, just recently we lost Sergeant Bishop Evans, a member of the Texas National Guard, who died April 22nd while trying to save migrants illegally entering the United States. He's clearly a hero. He's trying to do his job. I think all of our prayers are with his families. To make it even worse, the migrants Sergeant Evans were attempting to rescue are suspected of trying to illegally enter the U.S. to traffic illicit drugs.
But why would you suggest that the loss of this hero's life doesn't devastate me?
Because I can tell you right now, as I talk to Border Patrol agents, they don't believe you're doing anything to make the border secure. And I don't believe you're doing anything to make the border secure.
Do you actually suggest, Senator Scott, that I, as a human being, am not devastated by the loss of a law enforcement officer in the line of duty?
I would suggest that if you were worried about that, you would start taking action to secure the border, and you're not. I have not seen action on your part. I've been to the border. I've talked to Border Patrol agents. They don't believe you're doing anything. They believe this is the first administration that has sat there and done nothing to secure the border. If you look at the actions you've taken since you took this job, you promised me you'd enforce the law. I don't think there's any question you're not enforcing the law. And I think you've utterly failed in your duty to the American public. And I don't think there's any question what you've done. So, I mean, I'm just shocked when you see this. You talk to families that lost their kids with these drugs, and it's just skyrocketed since you've been in office. I mean, I don't get why you can sit here and you can go on television, you can come here and claim this border secure, and you're enforcing all the laws. You look at the Border Patrol agents, you put them in harm's way. You look at the National Guard members. So I don't get it. So let's just go through your numbers. Tell me how it's secure when you have 2 million illegal border crossings last year, and more than half of those individuals were allowed to stay. Think about the numbers for a second. A little over 300 million people in America, so about 1 in every 300 people in this country today didn't come here. They came here illegally since Joe Biden took office. You're seeing 7,000 apprehensions on the southern border every single day. You've caught terrorists. 42 individuals were on the terrorist watch list. That's the ones we know you caught. We don't know how many you didn't. We had 105,000 people die of drug overdose. I can tell you my state story after story of people that have lost their loved ones. So I don't get it. But let me just go to this disinformation. So I was governor. We put out information all the time. But we didn't say we're going to go out and tell what the truth is. So trust us. Don't trust the media. Say we've got a disinformation. We're going to be the ones that tell you what exactly the truth is. This is like George Orwell's book 1984, where they had the thought police. And it's like what they've done. They just did in communist Cuba, where they put out, they created an organization that's going to do the same thing. That they're going to be the ones that tell you what the truth is. So tell me why you don't just simply say, here's what we believe. Instead, you go out. You want to create an organization that's going to go out and tell people exactly what the truth is.
That it's just inaccurate.
Why would you call it the Disinformation Board?
Senator,
Why would, I mean,
let me.
Would the senator care to let the witness answer the question?
So a few points, if I may. The opioid overdose deaths in this country in 2020 increased by more than 50% over 2019. The opioid and drug epidemic in this country is something that has been increasing year over year for too many years, and we have to address that together. Number two, the Department of Homeland Security has relied on the National Guard every single year since I think about 2006. We have requested 300 more Border Patrol agents in the President's fiscal year 2023 budget, the first time since 2011. 3, individuals are not allowed to stay in the United States unless their claims for relief are adjudicated favorably by an immigration judge. They are in immigration enforcement proceedings. With respect to the working group, the Disinformation Governance Board, it does not have any operational authority or capability. The agencies, the operating agencies within the Department of Homeland Security execute their responsibilities to address disinformation that poses a threat to the security of our homeland. I gave one example. Allow me to articulate it again. When the cartels spread disinformation to individuals in countries to the south of the United States that Title 42 does not apply to them, and in fact it does, we are applying Title 42 with respect to them, U.S. Customs and Border Protection disseminates information to that very same population that Title 42 does apply, and you will be expelled. What this working group will do is not exercise operational authority, does not have operational capability. What it will do is ensure that there are guardrails, that there are standards and policies in place, so the disinformation work that has been ongoing in our department for nearly 10 years does not infringe upon people's free speech rights, privacy rights, civil rights, and civil liberties.
I have no belief in that. Thank you.
Senator Hawley.